Willkommen. My name is Sean Huggins and this is React with Hugs. Let's hop straight into today's reaction. Alright, so I saw this quick clip here that apparently went viral. A US woman abuses German tourists on the train. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but I can assume that the American woman is being very aggressive and ratchet, and who knows? But we're going to find out together. So let's just see what's going on here. Los geht's.
Are you German?
Oh man, she sounds drunk. She's like, is German or something? I think she's drunk. I think she's drunk already. Oh.
So I'm an immigrant. You know I'm an immigrant too. You know that, right?
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. So she's acting out against them because they are not American, but it seems like the guy that she's with is also not American, and he's telling her, hey, you know, I'm an immigrant too, right? But also, okay, anyways, I'll talk more about it later. Let's just see what's happening here. Just sitting there, obviously doing nothing. They were probably talking to each other in German, I would assume. Of course you would if you're German. And I'm assuming what happened was she didn't like that they were not speaking English, or that they were not American, or they were something. And she, you know, is freaking out on them. A woman from New Jersey landed in a controversy over a viral video. So they were definitely talking in German. She probably thought that they were talking about her because she is probably a crazy person. She's probably mentally ill, and, you know, she heard people talking in not English and assumed they must be talking about me, and then went and confronted them because she appears to be drunk as well. So you got a mentally ill person who is intoxicated. That's not a good combination. But you can see her boyfriend is already texting people on his phone. He's got his phone out here and he's texting, he's calling for backup. Somebody please help me. She's doing it again. You know that this is not the first time. This is not an isolated incident. People like this, they are like this to the core. This isn't just like a oopsie mistake kind of thing, you know what I mean? Anyways, let's see if we get more information here. Oh my god, dude. Look at her face. Look at her eyes. All of the light has left her eyes. There's nothing behind those eyes right now. This is actually terrifying.
Are you German?
Everything's beeped out! I love you, get off of me, she says to the boyfriend. She's telling them to leave the United States. Oh my gosh. And they're just laughing at her. Yo. Oh, she's touching him. Oh. Oh. Later in the video, the woman's partner can also be seen intervening in the situation. Little late for that, buddy. Don't understand how this could have even started. Like, how are you so wrapped up in your own mind that you think that other people even care to talk about you, and then you just like attack them in public on the train, assuming that they're talking about you just because they're not speaking English? Like, how crazy do you have to be? And so many people are just sitting here like, this has to be in New York. Where was this at? Well, she's from New Jersey, on a train in New York City. Yeah. Dude, how did I know this was New York City? How did I know? because stuff like this just happens there. I mean, not stuff like this specifically. This is not common at all, but just like crazy stuff in general, or crazy people in general, or whatever, just happens in the New York City subway system, and people just ignore it because you're always seeing something. Like this guy in the background right here, on this day, he had a psycho drunk woman yelling at German tourists, but yesterday, he had somebody who brought in a full piano and was playing piano and screaming at the top of their lungs while in the middle of the train. And the day before that, he had somebody come in and sit next to him in a full ghillie suit and say nothing, but he was staring at him the whole time. Like every day, there's just something in New York City going on that the people that are riding the New York City subway don't even intervene because they're like, oh, just another day. Like it's like a Grand Theft Auto lobby. It's crazy. Oh, wow. She's already been identified. Yeah, she's screwed. She's done. I mean, she's for sure done. And she should be. You can't be acting like this, obviously. Like she deserves whatever has happened to her, for sure. I mean, this is crazy to me on so many levels, because obviously if you trace her lineage back far enough, her family are immigrants too. Like she is as white as they come, blonde hair, blue eyes. She's probably of German descent, which is so crazy to me. Her boyfriend is an immigrant. He is telling her, hey, you know I'm an immigrant too, your boyfriend or husband or whoever that guy is. You know I'm an immigrant too. And she's like, yeah, but they're immigrants and they need to go back to Germany. They're not immigrants, most likely. They're most likely tourists, which come to America for a week, 2 weeks, whatever. They're going around New York City, seeing what's up with it, and then they're leaving. So they are leaving. Immigrants are the people that come without the intention of leaving, not tourists. These people are almost certainly tourists, but she doesn't even know the difference between the two. I mean, I guess that's the least of her problems, because just doing this in general is already crazy enough. But yeah, I mean, this is not typical in America. This is a mentally ill person who is intoxicated. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. She's a 30-year-old talent acquisition specialist at Capital RX. She was a 30-year-old talent acquisition specialist at Capital RX. Now, she moved back in with her parents and she's collecting unemployment. They probably could have sued her, actually, because she did touch them. She did push the one guy, and that is technically assault. So, yeah, she definitely could have gotten in a lot of trouble for this. Maybe she did. I don't know. I'm assuming she probably got, canceled, probably lost her job. And yeah, rightfully so, I would say. But if you are German or European or anything that is not American and you're watching this and you're thinking, oh my God, I am never going to America. This is crazy. This is definitely not typical whatsoever. That's why it went viral, because this is extremely out of the ordinary. This is not going to happen if you come to America. People are not just going around acting like this. That's why it went viral, because it's something extraordinary. It's a very rare situation. Does that make sense? But yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that we live in a world where people still care about these invisible lines on the ground. Like I have been told multiple times to go back to America by Germans, actually. People telling me I'm in the wrong country, go back to America and stuff. So, it happens everywhere. It's just human nature. There are just some people that, they just are mentally ill or something. I don't know. I don't got the answers. But yeah, if you go to America, most people would actually be very interested that you are German or not American, rather than being aggressive towards you because you're not American. If you don't believe me, Ask Issa. When Issa was in America, everybody she met loved finding out that she was German and thought it was so interesting and loved to talk to her about it and ask her questions and all kinds of stuff. So luckily, most Americans are very welcoming and the complete opposite of this woman in this clip. But like I said, that's why it went viral, because this is such a crazy situation. That being said, I would love to hear your opinion down in the comments. Be sure to add your mustard. Let me know what you think. What would you do in this situation? What would you even say? Or what would you do if something like this happened to you? I think I would just have to get up and walk away. Just remove myself from this situation. But I don't know. I'm curious what you guys have to say about it, though. Let me know in the comments. At any rate, though, that's all the time that I have for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. And as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.